Okay, this is a great video for 2026 for an exec or a senior leader if it's looking for a new job or it's simply getting better results from the normal prompts that you're doing. Remember, it's not about just searching, it's about defining the detail. We're going to be doing prompting for results. That's giving a role and expertise, giving clear instructions, making it have a dialogue with you, give output and structure, give it a critical thinking, research for depth, and then we're going to go through the results. And at the end of the video, I've also got a nice bonus, so you can get this in your inbox every day automatically, so you only define the prompt once. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to get the prompt that I've shared with you guys. We're going to paste it in, put it in research mode. I'll walk you through the prompt, and then we're going to see and run what it does. And hopefully within just 6 or 7 minutes, you'll actually have a good output that gives you a head start. And remember, this is just the initial prompt. So if you want to dig in deeper, if you want to give it a bigger list, if you want to tweak it, then you can just start chatting to it, and it's going to give you the information as well. So let's give it a go. So firstly, I'm going to go grab the prompt. I've already pasted it in here. It's here. Let's have a quick read through it as well. So initially, you can see here, you're an expert career advisor and job market researcher. Your role is to help me find highly relevant job opportunities and provide personalized insights on how to position myself competitively. Then I've asked it to a number of instructions. Very important when you're prompting. Tell it what you want it to do, right? So here it is, step 1. Go and ask me a bunch of questions, right? Give me a structured way for me to give you the information that you need back. Then it's asking for my CV or LinkedIn profile, which I need to copy and paste in there. Then it's going to do a deep dive market research with current job openings. So that's for 5 or 10 different companies here. I can make it smaller, I can make it larger, you can edit the prompt. Then you've got step 3, create a comprehensive job match table. And I've said exactly what do I want. I want job title, I want company, I want location, I want an application link. I want sustainability, suitability score on how close I match. I want key company priorities. So I've got my talk track right. And then I also want some tips on how do I optimize my CV LinkedIn for this particular role. Then I've said, give me some strategic insights as well, like what are you looking at? What are you seeing? How should I be thinking about this problem? And then finally, give me a nice formatted output that I can play with. So now that I've got the prompt in there, I'm going to put it in research mode because I really want it to do an extensive search, and I'm going to hit go. Now you can see it's already starting to do some of those steps. It's thought about the problem, it's got the questions ready, it's asking me a bunch of things that I need to think about, and so it's waiting for me to respond. So I'm going back in, making sure that I always put it back on research mode because I want it to do some deep thinking every single time. And I'm going to put in my responses. Now luckily I've seen the responses already, so I've prepared them. Want to be a CEO, tech and AI. It's a C-level role. It's in London. Okay with a mixed role. Now I'm going to go for a 500,000 GBP tech startup. It's in AI, and actually I'm going to bring a bunch of things to the table. One of them is GTM. Second is sales, partners, and services. Roughly aligned to my career history. And I'm going to hit go again. It's going to really start thinking about this. Now remember, it's still going to ask me about my CV, so I'm expecting it to come back one more time before it gives me the final table. So it is asked for some clarifying questions. You can absolutely answer them if you want. In this case, I'm actually going to try and ignore it and just jump to the end one to see what it does. However, you get what you put in, so I would definitely spend a bit of time answering additional questions based on its research. So here we go. Now I've already pasted this in as well, so just going to stick that in. It stayed in research mode, so it's clever enough to know what I need to do. And again, I'm going to hit go. Okay, now this is the bit that's going to take a little while, so we're going to cut back in a second. And here you go. So you can see it summarized my jobs, which is great. It's asking a few different things, like what am I looking for? So I'm going to have to answer the questions, and then we're going to go for it. So it says if it's 1 or 2, I'll search for active CEO openings. If it's 3 or 4, take a different research approach focused on trend analysis and future positions. So basically it's asking, are you looking now or are you not looking now? So I'm going to say, yep, it's number 1 and 2. And I'm going to let it go again. So it's really trying to think through this problem, and you might get something slightly different when you look for different roles. If it's in the same industry or if it's a different level, it's going to ask for a few different things. Now it's asking me, am I looking for the role immediately? I'm going to go, yes, I am. Immediately. Oops. And then the second question was company type. I'm going to go for an AI first company. Of course, answer the questions based on the role you're going for. Let's see what it comes back with. Okay, so now it's really got everything it needed from me, which is great. Just like you'd expect an expert to do, ask more questions, not just give you an answer, to ensure it's giving you the best response. So it's searching, live searches on the internet, it's reading a bunch of articles, it's gone down a VC route, it's looking at investors. Okay, so it's come back with an output, just hitting the 8-minute mark here, so it's still pretty decent going, but it's doing a very thorough search here. So it's giving me a table. I'm going to dig into that in a second. It's giving me an executive summary around the market. It's also given me the opportunity landscape. It's competitive. What's the competitive advantage that I've got here? The market context. It's got some company-specific opportunities, so it's clearly dug into a few of the opportunities where there's a good, the company's called Good Fit, Series A. There's Synthesia, and then there's Whitespace. And you can also see here that it's gone into a bit of detail here, like why it fits, why they need you, the growth trajectory, suitability, and then what are the next steps. So that's one. And they've done that for all three of these roles, which is pretty cool. It's actually gone into a lot of detail. And then the final part is it's given me a bit of a game plan as well, a 30-day game plan. So it says go and contact these people, engage with an exec search firm, contact Sprout AI Studio with a direct message to the hiring team. And it's in week 2, go and leverage your existing network, target some others, venture firms, it would seem. Put a post on LinkedIn about what I'm exploring. And then week 3 to 4, develop the position deck, prepare narrative. And then here's the long-term strategy. If it takes more than 30 days, have a dual track approach. And then it's gone into a few different things, including something that will be really important around updating my resume and optimizing it for the role I'm looking for. So, add revenue metrics, highlight CEO adjacent experiences, reframe your investor advisory roles, create a CIO narrative. And then it also has given me some improvements for my LinkedIn. And then it's also said, here's a summary section you should be thinking about. And then it's also very, very well given me my strengths. But it also says, hey, maybe in the next couple of weeks, you want to start getting deeper in your AI product depth. That's a very high priority. Unit economics and metrics. Fundraising strategy, very important for a CEO. And then also things around compliance. So gone into a lot of detail there. And then it's also trying to prep me. So it's giving me some common interview questions. And then it's giving me a nice summary of my top 3 recommendations, how I should position my unique value proposition, red flags that I should watch out for. And then it's giving me a checklist of things I should go and do. It's also gone in and given me bit of a fact check on how I should be thinking about the salary and equity, some benchmarking. And it does say that 500k may be achievable in the B plus category. And this is an exceptional moment for experienced AI exec. So really quite a very deep analysis that we've gone through. As I promised, let's go and have a look at that table. And one thing I would say is if you're not happy with the response, go and ask it a few more questions, like tweak it. So let's have a look at this table. So you've got a number of companies in there. I've got locations telling me if they're remote. I've got some funding stages, which gives me an idea of the maturity of the startup, what their focus area is, how close of a match I am. So
Top 2 are very strong, then it got some mediums, and then it starts to get to the 80%. And then it's got some key requirements in here that I should be thinking about as well. So done a pretty decent job for what is about 10 minutes worth of work. So look, this is a starting point. And like with any prompt, you need to tweak it for the specific job. Edit it, trial and error, do it a few times. And then as a top tip, what I would do is automate it, put it in a task, put it in a gem if you're on Google, let it run every morning, maybe in the afternoon, whenever you're free, and then go and have a look at it. So, instead of waiting around for 10 minutes, you're getting this full report already made. And one thing you might want to do is any of those hard-coded, any of those questions that it asked it, you can just put it in as a hard-coded bit at the end of the prompt, or even in the prompt or the thread, you can say, hey, please remember this for next time.
Okay, that concludes the top tip for prompting in 2026. You might be using it to find the new job, or you might be using it just to book the next holiday. Either way, you've got a significant upgrade in your prompting.